Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. The first DIY, we're going to make 3 pumpkins. This piece of wood was gifted to me like 5 or 6 years ago, and I never knew what to make with it, but I decided to make some pumpkins. So I'm using my chalk paint in Rust-Oleum, the linen white, and I'm going to paint that middle one white. The other two, I'm going to paint them orange, and I'm just using the apple barrel in the color pumpkin for those. And once I get all those painted, I work on the stems. I use the Dollar Tree Jingle blocks to make the stems for the pumpkins. I did use wood glue and hot glue to make those. I put 2 of the blocks together and then just glued them on top of the pumpkins. Now, it was a little tough to get them to stay on that wood, how it's textured. It was hard to get those to stay on, so I did work on those for a little while. Of course, I just cut that out because of course, you all don't want to keep seeing me trying to hold these pumpkin stems on. So we finally get them on. I'm working on the last one now. But once I get those on, I do use some of that grass to decorate the pumpkins. I did get that from Dollar Tree. Most of the stuff in this video is Dollar Tree, like the Jenga blocks and the grass and the ribbon. Not ribbon. I didn't put ribbon on here. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the other DIY. But there's what they look like when they're finished just about. And all I have to do is decorate them now. So I'm putting that grass on there. I can't think of the name of the grass. I know the name, but for some reason I cannot think of it right now. But I do put that on all 3 of them. And I don't have the footage. Somehow I lost the footage of me putting the raffia bows on there. But I put one on both of the orange pumpkins. I didn't put a raffia bow on the white pumpkin. They were raffia bows that was already made that I just took off another project that kind of came with or whatever, and I just used those. But here's the finished product. I hope you liked it. All right, this DIY is just a piece of wood from Dollar Tree, and I used those Jenga blocks again. I used 4 this time to make the stem, and we're just making a pumpkin. I painted it orange with that apple barrel again, and then I distressed it a little bit with my sanding block. I used hot glue and wood glue to glue the stem on this one as well. This one was much easier to get to stick on because it wasn't textured. So I get that glued on, and I do add some grass to it as well. I'm just taking a look at it to see how it's coming along, but I do add that grass. And I do add, Dollar Tree had these cute little fake leaves. They were wood though. And so you could paint them or whatever, but I didn't. So I just used the wood leaves and glued them on there as well, but you'll see that in just a minute. Now this ribbon came from the Dollar Tree as well, and I wanted to make a messy bow with that. So I just went in and cut up some strips, which is very easy. You can measure. You don't have to measure because you can always trim it at the end, as you will see me do. And with messy bows, I like to put a little texture, different textures in there. So I like to make it, just give it a different look. So I do end up adding some raffia, which you'll see in a minute, to the bow. It's actually one of those Dollar Tree hula skirts, but I bought that for raffia because it works well for $1.25 when I did buy it for $1.25. But yeah, so we get that bow tied and we get the bow on. And I found these cute little pumpkin fillers. They're vase fillers of pumpkins at the Dollar General for $1. And you got a lot of little pumpkins. And I was like, oh my goodness, well, I should have got more, but I didn't want to be greedy. But there was a great deal for $1 to get that many little pumpkins. And so I did use that vase filler and add a little pumpkin to my pumpkin. But you'll see the leaves in just a minute. I'm wondering who has these leaves because I love these little leaves. They were just so cute. So yeah, so when I add the leaves, there's the pumpkins I was telling you about. That's a lot of pumpkins for $1. And there's the little wooden leaves that I got at the Dollar Tree that I absolutely love. And I just stick one on both sides of the pumpkin. And I didn't paint them or anything. You can paint them. I thought about painting them, but I was like, I like the natural look of the wood. So, and then I add my little pumpkin from the vase filler onto that, and we are pretty much finished. And there's my little pumpkin. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel. My videos will be better. This is my first time uploading, so I did recognize my mistakes somewhat, and I got a better angle for the new videos that I have, but I have to get those edited and put out. And I did take those Jenga blocks to make a sitter so the pumpkin could stand up or whatever. So there you have it, guys. Please subscribe, like, share, and there's my little pumpkin. Until next time, guys, I will talk to you all later, and I hope you all have a blessed day.